Why do 90% of privacy standards get set by what just a handful of leaders promote? It's a question that echoes through every boardroom, every conference, and every summit where privacy is on the agenda. If you've ever wondered why certain ideas take off while others fade away, you're not alone. The answer, as it turns out, is both simple and profound. In privacy, popularity isn't an accident, it's an outcome. The standards that shape our industry aren't just born from regulations or best practices. They're shaped by the people who stand up, speak out, and set the tone for everyone else. When a leader champions a new approach, the ripple effect can be felt across continents. But why does this happen? Why do some voices carry so much weight? So, what does that mean for the rest of us? If you're not one of the handful of leaders at the top, does your influence matter? The truth is, every professional in privacy has a role to play. The choices we make, the stories we tell, and the incentives we create all contribute to the larger narrative. It's not just about who's on stage, it's about who's listening, who's acting, and who's building the future. Here's the big takeaway from Washington, D.C. At the 2026 IAPP Summit, it became clear. In privacy leadership, what you promote becomes the standard. The city buzzed with conversations about data, trust, and the future of privacy. But beneath the surface, a more subtle force was at work: the power of incentives. When leaders reward certain behaviors, those behaviors become the norm. When they celebrate transparency, accountability, and ethical decision-making, those values spread. Incentives matter. When you reward transparency and accountability, you set the tone for your whole industry. It's not just about compliance, it's about culture. Teams that feel recognized for doing the right thing are more likely to keep doing it. And when those stories are shared, they inspire others to follow suit. The cycle continues, and soon what was once exceptional becomes expected. Prince Harry, the Obama Foundation, and IAPP aren't just famous names. They're architects of the narratives and incentives that ripple across organizations worldwide. When Prince Harry spoke at the summit, his message wasn't just about privacy. It was about responsibility. The Obama Foundation's presence signaled a commitment to ethical leadership, and the IAPP, as always, provided the platform for these ideas to take root and grow. These organizations understand that influence isn't just about visibility. It's about shaping the incentives that drive behavior. Build good incentives and you build good habits across teams, companies, and countries. When leaders prioritize privacy, their teams follow. When organizations reward ethical choices, those choices multiply. It's a chain reaction that doesn't stop at the office door. It spreads to partners, clients, and even competitors. The result? A global movement toward better privacy practices, driven by the right incentives. Poor incentives? You'll get shortcuts and compromise. When teams feel pressured to deliver results at any cost, privacy can take a back seat. The consequences can be severe: data breaches, loss of trust, and reputational damage. But it doesn't have to be this way. By rethinking the incentives we offer, we can change the outcome. It starts with recognizing the behaviors we want to see and making sure they're rewarded. So, as privacy pros, our stories and choices echo far beyond our own offices. Every time we advocate for stronger protections, every time we celebrate a privacy win, we're sending a message. That message travels through our teams, our organizations, and our industry. It shapes the way others think about privacy, and it sets the stage for what comes next. The impact is bigger than any one person or company. Want a privacy-first future? Promote it, celebrate it, Incentivize it. Don't wait for someone else to set the standard, be the one who raises the bar. Share your successes, highlight your team's achievements, and recognize those who go above and beyond. The more we talk about privacy, the more it becomes part of our everyday conversations. And the more we reward it, the more it becomes part of our culture. Because what we highlight today becomes tomorrow's norm. The stories we tell, the awards we give, and the behaviors we celebrate all shape the future of privacy. It's not just about compliance. It's about creating a world where privacy is valued, respected, and protected. That world starts with us. It starts with the choices we make, the incentives we offer, and the standards we set. At the 2026 IAPP Summit, the message was clear. Leadership isn't just about being in charge, it's about inspiring others to do the right thing. When we mentor, when we share knowledge, and when we collaborate, we build a stronger, more resilient privacy community. The next generation of privacy leaders is watching and learning from the examples we set today. Let's make sure those examples are worth following. The impact of good incentives doesn't stop at national borders. Privacy is a global issue, and the standards we set in one country can influence practices around the world. International collaboration, shared goals, and mutual recognition of achievements help raise the bar for everyone. When we work together, we can create a global culture of privacy, one that benefits individuals, organizations, and society as a whole. Some of the most important conversations happen outside the spotlight. Over coffee, during networking breaks, and in informal gatherings, ideas are exchanged and partnerships are formed. These moments matter. They're where trust is built, where new initiatives are born, and where the seeds of future standards are planted. Don't underestimate the power of these connections. Let's make sure we're proud of what goes viral. The stories we share, the achievements we celebrate, and the incentives we create will shape the future of privacy for years to come. Together, we can build a world where privacy isn't just a requirement. It's a value we all share. The journey starts now, and it starts with us.